This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Yesterday, I referred to the Oilers as an absolute wagon, and I was asked what that means, and I couldn't explain it. Like, I know it means they're on a roll.
Okay.
And maybe wagons roll.
I mean, they would if
Or
they
like-
were on a hill.
They're heavy, they're hard to stop. Maybe. I don't know where the expression came from of calling a team that's doing really well a wagon, but we're definitely a wagon right now.
And that's why people say, like, you've jumped on the wagon. No, that's bandwagon.
Well,
What's the difference?
There's bandwagon, which is completely different, and then there's you falling off the wagon, which means you start drinking again.
Yes.
Which should be you got back on the wagon, I feel, instead of
Why?
falling off. I don't know.
Because you're like, I'm on a wagon.
If I'm wasted, there's way more chance that I'm getting on a random wagon, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever gotten on a wagon sober.
Exactly. With that said, the Oilers are rolling, and looking ahead at their schedule, this could continue. We're at 11 wins in a row. We play the Kraken tomorrow night, beatable. We play the Flames on Saturday night, beatable. Blue Jackets, and then the Blackhawks. Like, we're playing the two bottom teams in the league other than San Jose in the Blackhawks and Blue Jackets. And then the Kraken aren't great, and the Flames have been fairly cold. So, and then we got the Predators who aren't that good this year either. There's a chance we could go 16-0. Like 16 for 16.
When do the playoffs start?
We're about halfway done the season. I think last night actually was our 40th game out of 82.
Okay.
So, yeah. There was a stretch there when we were doing really bad where it didn't look like we would make the playoffs. And people were like, man, they're going to have to just sneak in. And now all of a sudden we're like firmly in a playoff spot.
Yeah, there was a time there where people were burning the wagon.
The wagons were
It was on fire.
The wagons were trying to go uphill.
So I went to my first official hour-long spin class last night at 7 p.m., which is like way past my bedtime. It was a very long day, but I have been dedicated to working out.
Yeah,
So-
you've been crushing it. Even I had a friend yesterday say, Lisa's been crushing it at the gym lately, hey?
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know if you posted a picture or what's going on, but...
No, I haven't. I'm doing one of those glow-ups where you don't see it coming.
Well, he saw it. Did you, like, flex in a story or something?
No.
Yeah, you must have.
No.
That's what he said.
Who is this person?
Our friend Sean. And he's like, Lisa's been crushing it at the gym lately. I saw a video of her, like, flexing.
Oh, maybe.
It's Ryder and Lisa's top 7 at 7.
Just want to reiterate that we are not doctors. These are just riders' opinions on ways to stay healthy during the cold and flu season. He suggests things like this to people all the time. I always overhear it, and he ends it with, I don't know, try it. It worked for me. Just saying. That's the science behind it.
That's as good as medical advice.
Okay.
At number 7, for ways to stay healthy this cold and flu season, bounce for 10 minutes.
Pardon?
Jumping up and down will move the bad germs to the surface, and you'll sweat them out. Do you remember jumping on a trampoline when you were a kid?
Yes.
Cool. Do you remember being sick as a kid?
Yes.
You're supposed to say no there. At number 6, for ways to stay healthy, get a bunch of good TV series and don't leave your couch until April. At number 5, get it on a lot. I think it was like a prestigious medical magazine once that it's extra important for the ladies.
What magazine was this? Playboy?
No. It was a medical magazine. At number 4, eat as many spicy wings as possible. This one's legit for sure. They'll make you sweat out the bad stuff as well, which is a huge part of it.
Again, we are not doctors. Hot sauce deletes calories.
Yeah, it does, yeah. At number 3, smoke lots. Smokers are used to respiratory issues, so when you get one, it's no big deal.
It's just
and your
another day.
Your body's like, oh, I can handle this. At number 2, wear fashionable leather gloves all the time, like the juice.
Like OJ.
OJ.
Kim
yeah.
Kardashian as well. She always wears gloves.
Have you ever seen OJ sick? Exactly.
No, but I see him way too often on Twitter. I'm like, why are you doing so many live videos?
You follow the juice
No,
on
they
Twitter?
just pop up.
Okay. And at number 1 for ways to avoid getting sick.
I thought the glove didn't fit.
Yeah.
OJ.
Yeah, you want to get gloves that do fit.
Yes.
Number 1 way to avoid getting sick, avoid alcohol-free kids' birthday parties. That's a big one.
Because kids are full of germs.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol kills germs.
Yeah, like if you're going to a kid's birthday party and like the parents are boozing, it'll at least, the alcohol will kill the germs from all the snot nosers running around. But if you go to one that's like, oh, do you want a Diet Coke? You're getting sick.
Yeah, you got to leave.
There you go. The top 7 ways to avoid getting sick this cold and flu season. You're welcome, everyone.
1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by caller 7, Kayla, on the way to drop the daughters off at school. You got 3 with you, right, Kayla?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can we hear all of them say hello at the same time? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, we're all excited here. So.
Okay, Kayla, so you know how the game works, but maybe there's some people listening for the first time. So, Ryder, break down how the 1K wordplay works.
Kayla is going to choose either Lisa or myself, who become her teammate. They leave the room and can't hear round 1, where we give Kayla 5 words. She'll tell us the first word that comes to mind for each. Invite the teammate back in. Play the same game with them. For every answer that matches, it's $25. So it jumps to 50, then 75, then 100. And if all 5 match, it's $1,000. Who are you rolling with today?
Okay, I think we're going to go with Lisa today.
Okay, good luck.
Let's go, girl.
All right, 2 days in a row.
Girl power!
Girl power.
All right, here we go.
Ryder.
I'm going to start the timer after I give you the first word, okay?
Okay.
The first word is egg. E-G-G. Egg.
Breakfast.
Flex.
Muscles.
Square.
Shape.
Book.
Reading. Or read.
And pop.
Drink.
All right, nice work. Let's get Lisa back in here and see how far girl power will take you.
How did
Come
it
on,
go?
Lisa. We need this money to go to Cuba. We're saving for Cuba.
Okay.
So come on.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Okay.
Okay. What is the first word that comes to mind, Lisa, when I say flex?
Muscle.
You got her. We're off and running. Book.
Read.
Yeah.
$50.
$50.
Come on, girl.
Square.
Shape.
Hell yeah.
I had circle on the tip of my tongue. I really did, but I'm so happy that I went with my gut there. Okay, we've got $75. Let's keep going.
2 more.
2 more to go.
You get $1,000. Pop.
Balloon. No.
Ah.
What is it?
Drink.
That's a good answer too.
That is a good answer.
I think they're both good answers, and that's really tough.
I didn't even think about balloon as like
Yeah, I
an
didn't
option,
either.
but it's pretty good.
Okay, can we at least try to get her $100? That'll pay for Chili's at the airport on your way to Cuba.
Right?
Unless you're drinking the doubles like Lisa does. All right.
Right?
Egg.
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 Yolk.
You must be yoking. No, breakfast.
Okay, I would have said chicken if I wasn't going to say yolk.
Okay.
So either way, you still picked up $75.
$75. Yeah.
Thanks for playing, Kayla.
Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks, guys.
Get to school safe, girls. Have a great day.
Will do.
So I went to my first official hardcore spin class last night, and there are a couple things I have a couple questions about for those of you that frequent. First of all, why would you go again?
Okay. It was rough, eh?
It is so rough. I don't understand the joy that people get. A Peloton, originally I was like, I could get a Peloton. Everyone has a Peloton.
Right.
Now after I've done a spin class, I'm like, I'm good.
Okay, was there a bit of euphoria when you left the workout?
A little
of like,
bit.
dang, I really killed it there?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's
Probably it.
A good workout that is devastating while you're doing it. Feels pretty good after.
So I absolutely loved the teacher. Everyone in the class was awesome, but it was a little bit intimidating. Like you get there and you realize, oh, there are people that showed up a half an hour early to dibs a bike, a certain bike in the room.
Do they pedal slowly while they're waiting for the class to start?
Or they dibs it by putting their bag on and then they go and do something else before the class starts. But it's hard.
Yeah, I've done a couple spin classes and hard on the chode too.
Yeah, like if your crotch is not prepared.
Yeah. Does it get easier? Because I've only ever done I've done them sporadically.
Yeah, I don't think that's good enough. You got to go frequently, and then all of a sudden it's like, and then you're good.
It gets like used to it?
I don't know. I feel like it grows like a callus or something. I actually have no idea.
Oh, callus. But like, it hurts.
It hurts. And this class in particular was called Rhythm Ride. So it's a lot of like being on beat with the music, up and down, up and down, up. How are they going that fast? My rhythm was horrible.
Right.
If there was video footage of me in that class, it would have been hilarious, I'm sure. Also, everyone is so fit and they wear the perfect outfits for this class, like breathable attire. I'm in there with an extra large Bob Marley t-shirt on. I couldn't have looked more out of place.
There's adult toys that have been popping up all over this small town in the States.
Where are they popping up? Just randomly on the road, stuck to stop signs? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, pretty much. Here's the news report, and you can tell it's a small town because the news reporter sounds like it's his first day. Check it.
One man took this picture of one of the objects stuck to the side of the Walmart. Here's another that one woman saw on the south telephone light pole. And here's what was left on the Moore water tower. By mid-afternoon, residents saw crews taking the objects at 19th and Telephone down. One woman commented, "Whoever is doing this is my hero. Turned my boring Wednesday into a spicy scavenger hunt."
There was one line there that was clearly edited, like he was going somewhere with the sentence and then they just cut it and they just pivoted to something completely different. I love that news reporter.
Yeah.
Anyway, a spicy... what did he say? A spicy
scavenger
hunt. No,
people are just searching for the dillies everywhere.
Songs without autotune. That guy can wail.
Yeah.
So why are you using autotune, T-Pain?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he won Masked Singer like year 1 or year 2.
You could be right, yeah.
And it's because like there was no autotune for that. So yeah, he can actually sing.
And Post Malone always uses autotune and claims that he can't sing, but I think he can.
Yeah, for sure.
He could do everything. Sing. I don't know. Hollywood's weird. Everything's a facade.
Not sure about J-Lo, though. I came across something pretty funny here. There's a group of dudes who started a YouTube channel, and they just get drunk together, dress up in tuxedos, and try to sing. You ready for this?
I can't wait.
I just can't help but think of like the wife that's sitting upstairs trying to watch her show while her husband and all his stupid buddies are doing that downstairs.
Yeah, they're in a basement or in a garage or what's going on there?
I don't know. If you'd like to watch it, Doug is the YouTube channel and it's called The Drunk Men's Choir. What would you like to apologize for? It can be to a big group of people. It can be to somebody specific. It could be to a stranger, somebody that you're driving next to that you maybe cut off. What would you like to apologize for? And who would you like to apologize to is what we're asking today.
I'd like to apologize to every and anyone who has written me on Kijiji saying, "Is this still available?" And I reply with, "Yes." And then they say, "Can you tell me the make and model, and can you tell me the width and the height?" that's too much work. So I just don't respond.
Ghost them. You're
I don't
ghosting
write back.
people on Kijiji, and then you complain that you can't sell anything.
Sometimes someone comes through not caring about the width and the height. They're the ones that get what I am selling.
What's the most recent thing that you've sold or not sold?
A keyboard with the stand.
Okay.
So I had people writing me, what's the make and model? Are the keys weighted? I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I bought this keyboard because it was at Walmart and I thought I could be like the next Taylor Swift.
Right.
For a very short stretch when like Vine was a thing. But I don't know if the keys are weighted. I have no idea the width of it. I'm not going to measure it. Just come and get it.
There was one thing I was trying to sell once, and it was like 16 failed attempts in a row to sell it. And eventually I just took it off. It's still in my garage. It's actually still for sale.
What is it?
Soda Stream, but it doesn't have the bottle. I took the bottle to Slow Pitch one night.
Well, and it's like a really ugly red.
Yeah. Anyway, if somebody just wants it.
Who wants it? It's just taking up space.
Okay, that's a good apology. I like that.
What is your apology? It can be random.
Mm-hmm.
If you just need to get something off your chest, Ryder, would you like to say something?
Yeah. I'd like to apologize to the woman I saw breastfeeding at a restaurant. Listen, I'm all about like normalizing. Of course, you should be able to do that wherever you want. And so I was kind of smiling at the fact that our society has gotten to the point where somebody felt comfortable doing that at a restaurant.
So why are you apologizing? Were you staring at her?
I was just, I gave like the smile, like, I'm okay with this.
Oh my gosh, mind your business. She does not care.
Yeah, I know.
Ew.
But it was just in like a split second thing. And she happened to make eye contact with me while I was just like smiling about life.
You know how people say that I'm a walking Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld? You are Larry David. You are George.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. I'd like to apologize to that woman.
I don't
for
think she was
associating with
she
you.
like smiled back. It wasn't like an uncomfortable situation necessarily, but if I truly want it to be normalized, I just need to ignore it, right?
Yeah,
like
that. Staring at a woman and smiling.
I wasn't staring.
You're probably like doing the Jack Nicholson meme. You know that slow zoom in where he's smiling and just like up and down his.
No, I wasn't doing that. It was just a very brief glance by, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice that we're at a point in society where that's comfortable for somebody to do."
What would you like to apologize for? We got
Thanks for making it super uncomfortable for me. I was apologizing.
Oh my gosh, we're moving on. Nobody cares about your story anymore. Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Okay, go.
That's not what we're supposed to. I was so supportive of your apology.
Well, mine was a good one.
So was mine.
Viddy wrote in saying, I honked at someone yesterday for driving and then just stopping randomly, but I didn't realize he was really old until after I passed him. And then they went on to just put a bunch of crying emojis. I feel the same way. When I get mad at someone, so a little bit of road rage, and then I see they're the sweetest old man.
Yeah, I gave the finger to an old woman once, and then she looked over at me and I was like, oh, she's so old. And I just like
you like slowly put your finger back down and wave to them.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Okay, but we're actually asking you if there's something you want to apologize for. It could be anything.
Sure.
We got this text from Amy. I want to apologize to all my friends who had children before me when I would complain about being tired or talked about my problems, even though they hadn't slept in about 4 months or 4 years. So I'm assuming Amy now has children and thinks back to those days of complaining to her friends who were so much more tired than her. Listen, you are still allowed to complain.
I think it's weird I know for me, if I'm in a friendship with somebody and I'm constantly the one that's complaining about things and they're not, you end up feeling bad that like, man, am I a drain on this person? So it's nice to have the other person complain about stuff too.
The more you hang out with garbage, the more you stink.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So don't complain all the time.
No, but what I was saying was.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that because I heard it on a podcast yesterday and I really liked it.
Sweet quote. It actually
garbage,
completely derailed what we were talking about.
I'd like to apologize for derailing our topic.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Yeah, but you gotta admit that's a good one, and everyone listening is going to use that today at work.
It's a great quote, but I was literally saying the opposite of that.
I know, I wasn't really listening, to be honest. I'd also like to apologize for not listening to anything that you've been saying.
Good people recognize your effort to socialize, even if you're being weird. That was a quote that I read yesterday that I thought was awesome as well.
So random.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Play 107.